Modern fatherhood, it'll break you if you let it, but it'll also build something in you that no title, paycheck, or pat on the back ever could. The truth, most of us walk into this thinking we can juggle it all. But what if I told you that having it all together is actually costing you the moments that matter? I want you to challenge the way that you see your fatherhood story. I want you to challenge the way that you show up. I want you to focus on what's truly important, because that's what this is all about. This is about giving your children what they need in the moment, in every connection. Your story, your fatherhood story, starts today, but it gives you so much more. It gives you purpose, it gives you direction, it gives you a quality of experience that, look, it can't be measured. No, this isn't about parenting, this is about identity. When my first son arrived, I thought I was ready. I had a plan, a strategy, a belief that I could carry the load. But nothing prepares you for the relentless pressure that starts from day one. The noise, the crying, the emotional demands. And then that internal voice that starts to whisper, are you enough? And worse, what if they'd be better off without you? That was my reality. I thought my job was to protect, provide, and keep everything moving. But I missed something critical. I missed the part where presence mattered more than performance. Reflect on your story. Do so without judgment. Reflect on your mistakes. Reflect on the joy. Let's say it how it is. You think you're doing enough. You think working harder, staying later, earning more, that's what they need. But you're measuring your worth in pounds, in dollars, in euros. We're conditioned to believe our financial contribution is our greatest value. But when you're gone, what are they going to remember? That you never missed a meeting? Or that you held space for them to cry, to be seen, to feel safe? The truth, I used to think I had to carry everything and everyone alone. That I couldn't show the cracks, that self-care was selfish, and that asking for help was weak. Until I broke. And when I did, I saw the wedge that I'd driven between myself and my boys. Sit with this for a moment. Think about it. Think about the impact of your lifestyle and how work impacts every interaction that you have. It hit me. My boys didn't need a hero. They needed me, not some stressed out, exhausted shell who thought sacrificing himself was noble. They needed a father who knew when to rest, who knew when to put the phone down, who knew how to lead, not just by pushing harder, but by showing up fully. I realised that I wasn't being present. I was physically there, but I wasn't connecting. I was clocking in and out of my own life. Are you in that situation? Is that how you feel? So I made a change. I got honest about what I needed. I stripped back my priorities to what really mattered. I asked my partner, what do you actually need from me right now? And then I listened. I really listened. I stopped pretending fatherhood was something I had to figure out alone. I owned the fact that I was a work in progress. And instead of trying to prove I was enough, I started being enough every single day. This isn't about perfection. This is about progress. This is about finding your feet, being the dad they need, understanding what it is they need and connecting with it, showing up in every moment, learning how to decompress, learning how to adjust to the pressures and the stress that you feel on a day-to-day basis. Look, we all need to hear it from time to time. We all need to take a break. We all need to take that step back, reflect, and marvel in the moment. Because fatherhood is filled with ups and downs, filled with pressure. And at times you feel like you don't have enough time. You don't make the most of the time that you have because you're too distracted by the world outside. The problem that we have is that the world wants us to show up more. There's pressure to be there. There's pressure to provide. There's pressure to protect. There's pressure to strengthen the position of the modern man and the influence that he has without showing up negatively. But you are this amazing influence on those that you love. Your pride may get in your way at times, your ego too. But we often feel shame. We often feel guilt. We often feel anger because we're not truly showing up in the manner that we need to for them. Because they want you to simplify it. They want to see you at your best. They just want to see dad at times. They want to see who you truly are, how you show up, how you communicate, how you hold them close. Their needs are so simple. But yet we still overcomplicate it. Yet we apply so much pressure and we allow things to distort our view of their world and ours. And that causes conflict. That causes that pinch in the chest. When you feel like you're weighed down by something but you're not sure what it is, it's often the conflict. The conflict that you're away, the conflict that you are not prioritizing what's important, that you're not impacting from that position of strength, confidence and courage we always talk about. They need you to take a step back. They need you to respect the boundaries so that when you do come home, you fill their world with what they need. You connect, you laugh, you experience that connection. And you cherish it, because one day it will be gone. One day they will fly the nest and you will see less of them. So make the most of what you have now. Make the most of the time. Rid yourself of that conflict that erodes your self-worth, that erodes your confidence, your self-respect. Because it's the conflict that you feel which is driving a wedge between you. But it's also pushing you away from them when it should be pulling you toward them. If you take nothing else from this, take this away. You're not a paycheck. You're not a fixer. You're not broken. You are a father. And the best gift you'll ever give your kids is you rested, real, authentic, connected. You are enough. But if you want to show up as that man, then you've got work to do. And it starts with being willing to see yourself clearly. I see you. I was you. Maybe I still am some days. But I promise you this. You do not have to carry it all alone. And the second you decide to stop pretending and start preparing is the second your entire fatherhood journey begins to change. Look, if this has landed for you, share it, DM me. But more importantly, step up. Today, start where you are with what you've got and show your kid what real fatherhood looks like. One moment at a time. Now, I guess at this stage, it's worth just sharing a story. Something that I've kept personal for a while. Something that, challenged me to my core. Our eldest had a challenge back in September and it flipped our world upside down. His behaviour deteriorated. His confidence gone. His anger flowed. The frustration he showed on a day-to-day basis over the smallest things left us walking on eggshells. You see, your fatherhood story, your fatherhood journey is full of peaks and troughs. It's full of ups and downs, glory, joy, challenges, frustration and anger. That event that happened last September eroded everything he'd come to love. He just lost sight of the things that made him smile, the things that brought him joy. And as parents, you question your ability to regain control. You question your ability to protect, to provide, but also to inspire him. We lost our way for a short period. And we lost our way because the pressure got too much. We saw our baby hurting. We saw him lost. We lost the joyful, happy soul that filled our home. And it had nothing to do with what happened here. It had nothing to do with our home environment. It had everything to do with one event that just took away his confidence. A damaged hand at school rocked his world. It tore it upside down. He was so clingy. He'd lost every ounce of his confidence, his personality, his spark was gone. And when they don't feel safe, they lash out. They're angry. They don't know how to control their emotions when they're so young. And it causes so much inner turmoil for you, so much conflict. Everything we did at the time was in his best interest. We tried our best to get him back on track. We fought for him. We gave him what we thought he needed, which was more love, more affection, more attention. But underneath, we felt broken. We felt conflicted. We felt lost. There are stages in your fatherhood story which will throw up challenges that you're not ready for. Challenges that will erode the man you are, the confidence you have in yourself, your self-worth, your appreciation for all the things that make you smile. The outside influence we always talk about. And when that outside influence rocks the foundation, the core of your family unit, it leaves you looking, searching for answers, and you find support. You get support. You have to. That is why the Modern Fatherhood Club exists. Because it's the storytelling, it's the rawness of the emotion that attaches to fatherhood and being a parent that's so important. It's the stuff that we don't talk about. It's the stuff that we fail to embrace. But it's those things that make us who we are. It's those things that allow us to lead by example, lead in a way that's authentic. The pressure we were under, as I say, rocked the foundations of our family. We had to make changes. We needed support. We sought out support and we took it. At times, you feel so fucking isolated, alone. Nobody truly understands what's going on apart from the people within the four walls of your home. And that makes it even worse because the pressure builds. The frustration builds. You feel lost, hopeless. But at the very core of your motivation, you cannot give up. You're here to shape lives. You're here to give them something to aspire to be. You must find the support. You must get the help. You must find the solution. But you must not lose sight of what's important along that journey. Yes, it was a tough 6 months. It was draining. It left us on the edge, drained of resources, energy, passion, and at times questioning whether we were good parents. But you fight for your kids, right? You fight to get them back on track. You will do anything to help them find their feet, find their confidence, find that passion that they love. And you have to make change. You have to understand how to focus your attention on what they truly need in these moments of pain. You've got to put your ego to one side. You've got to learn from your mistakes and you've got to learn quickly. Modern fatherhood throws up so many obstacles, so many challenges. We have to balance so much. We have to create space for us, for our partners, for our children. We have to allow everyone in the family unit to flourish. But we cannot do that if we're not clear on our role, the impact that we're having, how our mood shapes the world around them. And we cannot do it if we're not prepared to reflect on the challenges that we're facing and seek out new solutions. You have to adapt. Yes, that was a tough 6 months. Drained mentally and physically. I needed help. I needed to talk to someone. And I did that. Never done it before. And it's not something that I was used to. But it allowed me to decompress. It allowed me to just talk through things that were on my mind, the pressure that I felt, the challenges that we were going through, how angry I felt at myself for being unable to fix the problem immediately. The Modern Fatherhood Club exists to promote you in your role, to help you aspire to be the dad they need. What that 6 months taught me was patience, perseverance. Confidence will be rocked at times. My ability to adapt was critical. My ability to talk things through helped me understand how to support him better. And I'm happy to report that we are back on track as a family. I'm happy to report that his confidence is back. His joy is back. No longer is he looking at the glass half empty. He is doing things he wasn't doing. He is growing in confidence every day. My job is to protect. My job is to provide. My job is to provide solutions. My job is to create opportunity. Above all else, it's to give him love. To give him a safe space so that he can feel loved, feel warm, feel like someone's got his back, even when you both feel the pain. This is Fatherhood in Focus. These stories are always raw. The advice I try to give you is there to help you, it's there to encourage you, it's there to support you. Fatherhood in Focus is the educational aspect of our podcast. We have Friday Fuel for our motivation. But Fatherhood in Focus, here we're focusing on your development, your progress, your opportunity to shape lives, to inspire. We will talk through challenges. We will talk through the things that you need in your life to help them on their journey. We will focus on your role as a father and how you can impact them and how you inspire them every single day through your action, through your words. Your job is not just to protect and provide. Your job is to show up, be present, offer a quality of experience and fight with all you have to give them the experience that they deserve, that they need, that love, that warmth, that comfort, that joy. But at times, it's about taking a step back and realising that you're not indestructible. We fall on bad habits when we're under pressure. We fall on bad times when we're under pressure. Our job is to understand when we need to take a step back and reflect on how to navigate this challenge, whatever that challenge is. This is Fatherhood in Focus. This is the Modern Fatherhood Club. Thank you for listening. And as always, all our resources are on the modernfatherhoodclub.com. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again soon.